Hello everyone, this is Venkat. Today I am going to explain about matrices according to year 16 and 18. So the syllabus is 100% same for unit 1. So what is unit 1? Unit 1 is about theory of matrices. Theory of matrices. So matrices in this subtopics are, first topic is about real and complex matrices. Real matrices, and second one is complex matrices. Complex matrices. Further, real matrices is divided into symmetric matrix. Symmetric. Another type of real matrices is skew symmetric. Another one we are going to study is orthogonal matrix. Okay. So next, complex matrices. Here also we are going to study three types of complex matrices. The first type is about Hermitian matrix. Hermitian matrix. Hermitian matrix. Second one is Q Hermitian. Q Hermitian matrix. Third one is about unitary. Okay. These are about real and complex matrices. Third topic is about rank of the matrix. Rank of matrix. So you can find the rank of the matrices in two ways. First way is about row echelon form. Using row echelon form, you can find the matrices, rank of the matrices. Another way is normal form of a matrix. Normal form. This is the way you can find rank of the matrices. Fourth topic is finding inverse. Inverse of matrix. Inverse means A inverse by Gauss-Jordan. So fifth topic is about solving system of equation. Solving system of equations. Of type, there are two types of linear system of equations. First type is Ax equal to 0. It is called homogeneous system of equations. Another type is called Ax equal to b. Means non-homogeneous system of equations. These are the topics under unit 1 matrices. Either year 16 and 18 both are same, 100% similar. So according to these topics I am going to explain lecture by lecture so that you can cover all the topics of the unit 1. So now I am going to explain about real matrices. Way of representation of elements in particular order is called matrices. You can represent in terms of row and columns. So what is the use of representing data? It will give you information. If you arrange them in a particular manner, so that it will help you in future to analyze the data. So what is the matrices? Arranging elements in row or column. Suppose A, B, C, D. How many elements? 4 elements. It is called row, 2 rows, and it is represents columns. R1, R2, C1, C2. So it is represents 2 rows, 2 columns. We write 2, the symbol multiplication symbol 2 means 2 rows, 2 columns. So this 2 rows, 2 columns, both are same, it is called square matrices. Okay. So here we are going to study about real matrices. What you mean by real? Every element in the given matrices. Here A, B, C, D. Every element is real. Then we call the matrices as real matrices. Okay. If at least one of the element is complex, then we call that matrices as complex matrices. So real means every element is real. So we are going to study three different special types of real matrices: symmetric, skew-symmetric, orthogonal. So these three types comes under n by n matrices we talk about only square matrix. We don't talk about rectangular matrix. What do you mean by rectangular? It may be 2 by 3. Means row 3 by 2. Row and columns are not equal. So such type of matrices we call it as rectangular matrices. So first I am going to explain about symmetric matrices. When the matrix A is said to be symmetric, A is a matrix of each element we represent in a small letter A of ij n cross n. We are talking about square matrices. If Aij small A is a small letter, ij represents index is equal to Aji for all ij, for all I comma j. So every I comma j, Aij equal to Aji. Then we call the matrix as symmetric. In general, that is A transpose equal to A. A transpose equal to A. Transpose means we write rows into columns. Suppose example 1. Suppose if it is 2 by 2, A is of the matrix of size 2 by 2. A. Suppose we are writing here B. If you transpose it means you need to write B as it is here. Here anything. So if you transpose it, what is the transpose? We need to write first row as first column. So A, B here. Second row as second column, B and D. What it is represents? Is it is equal to A? Yes. A, B, B, D. So therefore, A is symmetric. Right? So like that, you can write another example also 3 by 3. Suppose you want to write example of symmetric matrices of 3 by 3. So A can write A, B, C. Suppose you are writing A, B, C. The same B and C. This is diagonal. Beside the diagonal and below the diagonals must be equal. So you need to write B and C here. Suppose whatever it may be, if it is 0 also no problem. Suppose here we are writing D. So same thing you need to write here. Here diagonals whatever it may be. It may be 0, non-zero, no problem. Except this diagonal, whatever you are writing this side, you must write this. So whatever you are writing, second diagonal is this one. Whatever you are writing in the right hand side, same thing you need to write in the bottom. That's the way you can construct any symmetric matrices. Okay. So next type is skew symmetric matrix. Symmetric. The definition is a matrix of order n cross n. Aij we generally represents in a small letter Aij of n cross n is square matrix is said to be skew symmetric. Symmetric if it is satisfies if Aij is equal to minus Aji for all ij. In a simple way we can represent that is A transpose is equal to minus A. A transpose equal to minus A. Right? So this is called skew symmetric matrices. A transpose equal to minus A. Aij equal to minus Aj for all ij. If you take left hand side into right hand side, what happens? Aij plus Aji is equal to 0 for all I comma j. If it is I equal to j in the diagonal positions, so what is the diagonal? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So in that diagonal position, I will become j. In that case, 2aij, ai is equal to 0. So means in this matrices, all the diagonal elements must be 0. I equal to 0 for all I. In this case, we are assuming that j equal to I means diagonal elements. So all the diagonal elements of skew symmetric matrices are zeros. So you need to remember that. Then we go for example. Suppose first example, you can write always 2 by 2 matrices. So diagonals must be zeros. So remaining whatever you are writing A here, that Aij equal to minus of Aij. So write minus A. Their sum must be 0. Aij plus Aji equal to 0. So you can transpose the matrices A transpose. What is the transpose? Write the row as a column 0 A. So second row minus A 0. What it represents? 0 minus A 0. It will not look like A, but if you consider minus 1 common, So 0 means 0, it will become A, here minus A, 0. It represents minus A. So it means this matrices is satisfying the properties of symmetric matrix. A transpose equal to minus A. We are able to write transpose of the matrices as minus of A. So that is called skew symmetric matrix. Okay. So 3 by 3 also you can write. It's simple. So if you are going to write 3 by 3, so first put all the diagonal elements as zeros. Remaining whatever you are writing here, suppose A, B, you have to write here in the form of minus A minus B. Suppose here you are writing minus C, you need to write plus C here. Their sum has to be 0. So this is the way you can construct any example. One thing you have to remember that diagonal elements of Q symmetric matrices are zeros. So whatever you are writing right hand side, you have to write opposite sign at the bottom of each diagonal. So this is the way you can construct. This is about Q symmetric matrices. So finally, third one, orthogonal matrix. What is orthogonal matrix? Orthogonal, we are talking about square matrices only. A square matrices of order n cross n is said to be orthogonal if it satisfies A transpose into A is equal to identity matrix. So example, you need to remember this example. A is equal to cos theta, sin theta, sin theta, cos theta. You can verify simple way so that it satisfies the condition of A transpose into A equal to identity matrix. So this is all about real matrices. So next topic is about complex matrices. So complex matrices. So first type is Hermitian. So here also we are talking about square matrices only. When a matrix is said to be Hermitian, A conjugate transpose equal to matrix, same matrix, conjugate transpose. What do you mean by conjugate? Conjugate means image of the given element. Suppose if it is A plus IB, what about conjugate? To write this symbol as conjugate, it will be A minus IB. Simply you can remember, we replace I with minus I, that is conjugate. So here we need to write example. So A is equal to, we will start with 2 by 2 or 3 by 3, anything you can write. So minus 1 here, suppose here writing 1 plus 2i, suppose 3. So this conjugate you need to write here. So 1 minus 2i here, whatever the diagonal may be. Suppose you are writing here 3i, right? So here we write same thing, conjugate means here minus 3i. Whatever we are writing here, the same thing we repeat below the diagonal element, but with conjugate elements. 1 plus 2i will become 1 minus 2i. So 3 means 3 only. Here we are written 3i, so we need to write conjugate of that element, whatever the diagonal may be. Okay. So what about conjugate? Generally we write conjugate minus 1, 1 minus 2i, 3, 1 plus 2i, 3, 3i, 3, 3i, 0. Transpose, if you transpose this one, what about the transpose? We write rows into columns. Minus 1, 1 minus 2i, 3, second row as second column, 1 plus 2i, 3, 3i, third row as third column, 3, 3i, 0. So is it equal to A? Yes. Therefore, the given example is Hermitian, like skew symmetric and Hermitian. You can easily remember this formula. So here, Hermitian is like skew symmetric matrices. The condition is conjugate transpose is equal to minus A. Example, you can easily remember this example. A is equal to, so here the condition is like in skew symmetric, diagonal elements must be 0, but here either 0 or purely imaginary. Purely imaginary means like this 2 plus 3i, whatever you are writing this side must be opposite conjugate. Let us verify this one. Conjugate means we write in place of I minus I, 2 minus 3i will become minus 2 minus 3i, it is 0. So if you transpose it, conjugate transpose. So transpose means we write both sides column minus I, 2 minus 3i, minus of 2 plus 3i, 0. So it is nothing but if you take minus outside, I 2 plus 3i minus 2 plus 3i, 0. It is nothing but minus of a. Minus of a. So you can verify. So it is skew symmetric. Diagonal elements must be zero or purely imaginary. Purely imaginary. Purely imaginary means it will not contain any real part. A plus IB means IB only, not A. Contains only purely imaginary. So final one, unitary. Unitary matrices means we are talking about square matrices only. Here A conjugate transpose into A is equal to identity matrix. So generally we represent conjugate transpose in every book. It may be written in terms of theta or in terms of h. This conjugate transpose, both operations you can represent in a single operation like theta or h. Some books follow theta, some books follow h. Don't worry about that. Conjugate transpose is general. The example is here. 2 by 2 you can consider. Here the example is 1 plus I by 2. Another one is minus of 1 plus I by 2. It is very difficult to remember. Generally they don't ask about it. Write an example. Another thing is 1 plus I by 2. First one is 1 minus I by 2. So it is about unitary matrix. Conjugate transpose into A is equal to identity matrix. So this is about all about complex matrices. One is first theorem is about real matrices. Every real square matrices. Real square matrix. Every real square matrix can be expressed as sum of, can be uniquely expressed as uniquely expressed as sum of one symmetric and one skew symmetric matrix. Every real square matrix can be uniquely expressed as sum of one symmetric and one skew symmetric matrices. Sometimes they may ask about the proof. So how to prove? So the proof is, we need to assume that the matrix A given, we need to write in two expressions such that one is symmetric, another one is skew symmetric. So like this you can write 1 plus A transpose is one thing, plus 1 by 2 A minus A transpose is another thing. Simple way. Their addition one must be A here. 1 by 2 A, 1 by 2 A will become A. 1 by 2 A transpose and minus 1 by 2 A transpose will become cancel out. Only A. So this part we can assume that B. Another part we can assume that C. Okay, A equal to B plus C. We are written in terms of B plus C. We need to show that one is symmetric, another thing is skew symmetric. So first thing we need to show that B is symmetric. Want to show B is symmetric. What is the symmetric? B transpose is equal to B. We need to prove that B transpose is equal to B. So 1 by 2 is a constant. Another thing is A plus A transpose whole transpose. We are applying transpose on B. So 1 by 2 is constant outside. A plus B whole transpose is A transpose plus B transpose. Here A transpose whole transpose is there. So A transpose whole transpose is A only. First is A transpose, second one is A. Nothing but B. Here we got B transpose equal to B. B transpose equal to B means B is symmetric. So one thing we know that B is symmetric, right? So another thing we need to prove that C must be skew symmetric. So we need to prove that C is second one. C is skew symmetric. Skew symmetric means C transpose must be minus C. C transpose 1 by 2. We need to apply transpose on both whole transpose. So 1 by 2 is constant. Like A plus B whole transpose, A minus B whole transpose equal to A transpose plus B transpose. A transpose minus A transpose whole transpose will become A. If you take minus outside, it will become 1 by 2 A minus A transpose. Nothing but minus of C. We are getting minus of C. So implies C is skew symmetric. So we are able to express given square matrices in terms of two matrices. One thing we proved that symmetric, another thing is skew symmetric. It means every real matrix, every real square matrix you can express in terms of two matrices. One thing is symmetric, another thing is skew symmetric. Is it okay? So another thing, unique expression. We need to prove uniqueness. How to prove uniqueness? Uniqueness means we assume the way we can express A, there is another way. So we assume B equal to R plus S. Okay, we need to prove that B equal to R, S equal to C. How we can prove? So one is A transpose. What is A transpose? R transpose plus S transpose. O transpose means R transpose plus S transpose. What is, we know A and A transpose. What about B? Suppose B we take it as, we are already taken it is as A plus A transpose. We substitute what is A, what is A transpose. We assume that R plus S. R plus S as A. Another one is plus A transpose means R transpose plus F transpose. We assume R plus S where R is symmetric. We need to assume that this is symmetric, this is symmetric. So R is symmetric means R will become R. So 1 by 2 R plus S. R transpose is R. S transpose will become minus S because S is skew symmetric. SS will cancel out. Remaining is 2R by 2 means R. Whatever we are assumed, the way of expression of A is R plus S. Another way. So now R will become S. So R is nothing but B only. R is nothing but B only. So similarly, you can take C as 1 by 2 A minus A transpose. Then if you substitute what is A, what is A transpose, you will get automatically C as S. So R is nothing but B, C is nothing but C. So another theorem is about complex matrices. Right here, real square matrices. You can write complex square matrices. Theorem number 2 about complex. At theorem number 1, the second theorem about every complex square matrices can be uniquely expressed as sum of two different matrices. What are they? You can expect the matrices. One is Hermitian here. Hermitian. Another one is Hermitian. I already proved about real. You can prove about Hermitian and skew Hermitian matrices. So depending upon these two theorems, they can ask you one question about the expression. It will come under 5 to 5 marks question. So express the matrix. Express the matrix is given. What is that A? Can take, suppose here 1, 5, 7, minus 1, minus 2, minus 4, 8, 2, 13. Okay. As the sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. Symmetric and skew symmetric. Problem is given as real matrices. All the elements are real. Here, we know the theorem property that every real square matrix can be expressed as sum of one symmetric and one skew symmetric. That property we know. To prove here the solution, we can call it as solution. So we know that from the theorem, one, we know every square matrix can be expressed as, you can write in words, every real square matrix can be expressed as sum of one symmetric and one symmetric matrix. That property we know, we have already proved, we know that, we can simply write. What is that? A plus A transpose. Another one is 1 by 2 A minus A transpose. Their addition is A only. So it satisfies left and right hand side. So we already considered while proving the theorem, we consider this first part as B, second part as C. So we need to find what is B and what is C. Express the matrix in terms of symmetric and skew symmetric. We need to find what is B, what is C. So we know about B. What is B? 1 by 2 A plus A transpose. Simply we need to find what is B. Keep 1 by 2 set, use curly braces. What is A? 1, 5, 7, minus 1, minus 2, minus 4, 8, 2, 13. What about transpose? We know transpose. We write row size column 1, 5, 7, first row, second row minus 1, minus 2, minus 4, third row is 8, 2, 13. Okay, those are curly braces. So we need for only addition. What is the addition? Write it here also. So addition is 1 plus 1, 5 minus 1, 7 plus 8, like that. So you can write here B only. I am considering this is equal to this is equal to, I am writing the upper part itself. 1 plus 1 is 2, 5 minus 1 is 4. Each corresponding element, 7 plus 8 is 15, minus 1 plus 5, 4, minus 2, minus 2, minus 4, minus 4, plus 2, minus 2, 8 plus 7, 15, here 2 minus 4, minus 2, 13 plus 13, 26. So you can observe the B is symmetric or not. So symmetric, how you will verify about symmetric property? Except the diagonal, whatever you are written right hand side, same thing must be in the below. 415 here 415. The second diagonal, whatever right hand side is there, minus 2, that must be in the bottom. So diagonal, whatever it may be. So it is nothing but B is symmetric. Already we know, but by this also you can say about symmetric. Another thing is C equal to you can write A minus A transpose. So what is that matrix? We need to subtract the matrix simply and write it, and you can verify that. So we want only whatever B plus C, B and C. So finally you can write the given matrix A can be expressed in the form of symmetric and symmetric. They are, you can write B matrix finally and C matrix finally. That only they want. So you will get 5 marks about this question. Okay. Similarly, they can ask about complex matrices. They can ask about, write this complex, given complex matrices as sum of Hermitian and square Hermitian. So like this way, you can assume that type of problem as A conjugate over transpose, here A minus A conjugate over transpose. Similar way, you can prove that one. Okay. So thank you for watching. Next lecture, I will explain about rank of a matrices. So please subscribe my channel. If you have not subscribed my channel, so you can go to my channel. So you will get lot of videos related to your subject. Not today. In the future, you will get all the mathematics related things. So thank you for watching.